Welcome YouTubers, this is your boy Avinash. I'll be taking you through how to install WordPress locally on your computer. You don't need to buy a host before you learn how to start developing website with WordPress. With your local computer at home, you can do that. You can learn how to build WordPress even before moving it onto the web. And today I'm glad to be here to teach you through or to take you through how to install WordPress locally on your computer and start building websites. So without wasting my time, let me talk about the things you need first to have on your local machine before you can start running WordPress. We need a server that we can install locally on our computer, and the server I'll be using is a package called XAMPP. And you can get XAMPP when you go to Google. Just Google for XAMPP. I have XAMPP on my desktop here. You can download XAMPP and install it on your machine. I have a separate tutorial that takes you through how to install XAMPP on your local machine. You can check that out on my channel and give me a thumb up by subscribing to my channel for more tutorials. Now let's proceed. I have a WordPress here. I've downloaded from the web, and then you can get that too from wordpress.org. Just go there and download WordPress, and then you follow up the steps I'm going to give you to install WordPress on your local machine. So first of all, I'm going to extract my WordPress onto my desktop, and then it's extracting. So let's wait for it to finish extracting. Okay, whilst it's extracting, I'll pause the video and I'll come back later on when it is done extracting WordPress. All right, welcome back. We are done extracting WordPress, and I have a folder of WordPress on my desktop here. Now we are going to move this folder onto our local server, which is located in our computer drive C. There's a folder there called XAMPP. You open it, and there's a folder there called etc docs, and that is where you stored all your websites on it. So I'm going to copy WordPress onto my etc docs. I'll just drag it and drop it on my etc docs, and I have WordPress here. Now we're going to rename this WordPress folder into the name of our website that we want to use. So I'll right click and then I'll rename it as Da-viruz systems, which is my company name, and that is my website folder. So this is where we can get to our website when we're accessing it on our computer. So now I'm going to open a browser, and then I'll visit the website on my local machine. So I'll type localhost, and then I'll type the name of the website, which is Da-viruz systems. Then that takes me to the WordPress installation welcome screen. So I'll click on let's go. Then it moves me to the next stage. Now I need to create a database where I can store all WordPress installation tables and data onto that. So I have to open a new tab. Then I'll go to my local database, which is my SQL, which is installed alongside with XAMPP. So I'll say localhost, then PHP my admin. Then that takes me to my database. So my database is loading. I believe it will be ready in a few minutes time. Then I'll hit on databases. Then I'll give my database a name. So my database name is going to be virus. Then I'll click on create, and that is the database name. So if I go back to my installation configuration, database name, I say my database name is virus. What is my username? I'm using a local machine on my local server, and then my username is called root at localhost. So root at localhost. So I'll type the root. Then I don't have a password for this server because it's my local machine, so there's no need to worry about anything. I'm not connected to the internet to us world, so there's nothing to panic about. Then I have my database host, which is my local host, as you can see it on the URL. Then I'll click on submit. Then I'll click on run the installer. Then it's asking me of my site name. Here you are going to type the name of your site. So it's going to be Da-viruz systems. Then what is the username that I'm going to use to log in? So the username is going to be virus, and then my password is going to be 123456. And then I'm going to confirm my password, and once it's on my local machine, I can enter any email address I want. So I'll just enter my email as Uriah Avinash, which is my email address, and then I'll click on install WordPress. Then once it's on my local machine, it's asking me to confirm my password. If I want Firefox to remember my password, I don't have a problem with that. So I'll click on remember because it's my own machine, which is not connected to the internet. Then I'll click on the login button. Once WordPress installation is done, I can hit on what? The login button. So now when I clicked on the login button, I'm presented with WordPress login to the admin area. My username is already saved as virus and my password was saved alongside too. Then I hit on the login button and then here I am on my WordPress. So finally we have installed WordPress on our local machine, and you can see how easy it is to install WordPress on a local machine where you can do your web design locally on your machine. You don't need any host on the web before you start learning how to develop websites. If you are a beginner and then you want to learn how to develop websites locally on your machine, then this is the best way for you to start learning how to develop websites locally. So if you like this tutorial, just give me a thumb up by subscribing to my channel for more tutorials to come. Now my next part is going to be how to set up WordPress before you start developing, the things you need to do to get WordPress running up and running for you. So watch out for my next tutorial. Thank you.